Hello, everyone. Good morning. Oh, good afternoon, actually. It is 12:11. It is 12:11 on the 12th day of June 2026. How is everyone doing? If anyone wants to know, that's an image of me right there. You see that? You see that? That's me. That's me. See? That's me. Just to have long hair. That's me. I was, I think, 20, uh, 20, 20-ish, 22, 22. Yeah. It was right before I started working for the city. I started working with the city in 1985, so this was in 1982. Um, right before I met my husband, Peter. He's my ex-husband, but I always call him my husband. I always call Mark my husband. I refer to my son's father as my son's father because, well, although I did take that initial walk down the aisle with him, um, at the mere young age of 18, thinking I was going to live happily ever after. And, well, that didn't happen. So, any case, that was me when I was younger. And, still, at that age, people didn't know what I was. They were like, what are you? Are you a Puerto Rican? Are you? They wouldn't say black. They would use the hard R. Or are you an Arab? Yeah. So now I appear very light in that photograph. Maybe it was the lighting. But for people that are mixed, you can tell our pigment. We don't have that redness. Although I've seen black women. Actually, she's very fair. She's the lady that was on Real Housewives of Potomac. Robin, regular Robin, as one of my favorite content creators calls her, regular Robin. Well, so anyway, that's just a picture of me when I was younger. But I put this up here because us women, a lot of us females, we live in a little fantasy world called love. And then we then become like, we then become, what's the word? We become fools. We get fooled by partners, whether it be your spouse, long-term partner, boyfriend, whatever. And because I think a lot of women, I can't say all, but I think a lot of women, we live in that unicorn fairy tale. Everything is rainbows and sparkles. I know I did. I mean, I lived in the real world, but I always, I, I lived in a little fantasy world of, yeah, you get married and everything is going to be hunky-dory and you're going to have a perfect little life and, you know, You can stay home and raise the children while your husband is out there working. And then while you can go out and get the provisions in your station wagon and then pick up the children from their activities. And in all seriousness, do you know how, okay, do you all know the history of how many, how, I'll rephrase this, the history of the amount of, I don't know if I can say this, the amount of medication that was given to women because we were always considered to be neurotic, because men would manipulate us and lie, and they would be philandering, what do you call it, philandering with other females, and then women, we get that gut instinct, or they'd be philandering with other same sex and same species rather, and then lie, and then pose for photos, at family events, you know, that's so yeah, women have been we have been perceived as being irrational, irregular, unstable, deemed by male doctors, who are then have been, and this has gone on for forever and ever. If you research history, how pharmaceutical reps would come and say, "Oh well, I got this little thing. Oh, you have female patients that are, if a woman shows emotion, you're being hysterical. If a woman shows her feelings, you're being hysterical." This is society. This is the patriarchal society that we live in. But no, women, we're the ones who keep it together for the most part. We're the ones who take care of the children, take care of the home. 8 out of 10, we're taking care of the adult child that is the contributor for the family lineage, the pop. It's the truth. It's the absolute truth. Absolute truth. So, just guard yourself, women. Guard yourself. And whoever you involve yourself with, do a background check. Do a background check. Do a checkup in the neck up. Make sure whoever you're dealing with, that you know that they're going to be straight up and legit with you. Not where they're going to lie and BS to you. And then when you call them out on it, they gaslight you to say that, "Oh no, there was a," and then you could remember become like Edith. "Okay, Archie, whatever you say, Archie, you want your food." "Archie, here's your dinner, Archie." Yeah. Don't become an Edith. Don't become an Edith. You can play the role as Edith, but make sure that you're taking care of yourself, and always, always keep your money separate. Keep your money separate, because rest assured, I'm going to say 99% of the time, your husband, your spouse, your common law, your baby daddy is going to have something, money on the side, besides other things on the side, So just always protect yourself. Don't, women, we fall prey. Listen, it happened to me. It happened to me. I thought, like, when I married my husband Mark, I thought it was, oh God, here I am. I'm looking at wallpaper. I was looking at freaking wallpaper. I was looking at patterns to, like, for some china, and I remember saying, showing him, yeah, okay. But we get, like, so in our head and so emotional and so caught up in the thought of having what we would consider to have a life partner, that we go down a rabbit hole. You understand? We go down an emotional rabbit hole, and then there, after you have conflict and problems, then therein lies the apology tour. That's what I used to tell my husband. Okay, we're on the apology tour, and he would say stuff, and I'd be like, all right. And in my head, I said, the apology tour is beginning. Let's see, how many times will I hear this now? So yeah, I mean, I if you're not honest with the person you're with, they will emotionally drag you like an old shoe on the back of an 18-wheeler. They will. They really really will. So just guard yourself, women. And if you feel something in your gut doesn't lie. Your gut will never lie to you. That's your intuition. That's your spidey senses telling you that hey, something's not right. Something's not right. And when you get men, you have men who are, they're just and everything's a secret. And then if you walk like where they are,
Oh, wait.
their their their
We're
their
not going to. Yeah,
their phone will like suddenly like be hidden, you know. And then if you ask them, like with my husband, God rest your soul, um, there were things on the phone that were very, very, very unsavory, and very, very not good, not good. So um, if you're in a situation like that, get a legal separation. Get a legal separation, even if you have to cohabitate because of finances. You know, find 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 the exit door. Find the exit door, because the manipulation manifestation brought to you by the Aryan Nation, and your man don't have to be white. Your man could be any of anything, but it becomes like lint. You know what I'm saying? Like we always have lint on our garments. We wash something, the lint is always going to come out. You will never get rid of it. You will never get rid of that pattern. And unless they do some real serious soul searching. Like before my husband died, he never took care of his health. And I used to cry to him, Mark, you please, Mark, take time off, Mark, please. Don't tell me what to do. Mark, you're burnt out. Mark, go. He wanted to go to Arizona to visit family out there. Then go drive. Oh, what am I going to do? I won't get paid. Listen, you're just a number. We'll manage. We never lived anything. We never did anything above like, well, whatever he was doing with money, because that stuff was separate. But he didn't listen, and I wanted to become his guardian, to oversee his health, to make him go to the doctor, to make him have the test that he needed. You're not telling me what to do. Oh, he said, over my dead body, you'll be having you'll have control about what I gotta do. And then that's what happened, unfortunately. So if you're with someone like that, they are going to emotionally drain you, and they're gonna just continue. They're gonna continue with their behavior. So it's very sad. It's unfortunate, and for any women and men, but I focus on females because women have to become united as a sisterhood. Try to. There's just a lot of BS and cattiness with females, but that's just life in general. But women are like, they got the claws out, especially if you're an attractive woman, especially if you're in shape, and you present well, and you can speak a full comprehensive. You can give it like a speech like I can do. You can get stuff done and be able to 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 do for yourself, and to be able to be there for others, to be there for your community, whatever. Women, just people are petty in general. People on a whole are like, they see somebody doing something, they automatically want to just they want to hate, and they want to just try to knock people down. But for those people, I say, what, whatever you try to do to be offensive and to be derogatory and negative towards someone, you just give them more power. You do. You really, really do. Not like superpowers, but when crap gets thrown at you from other people because of their insecurities and they don't like you, it comes back. It's like a boomerang. It's like, you have people that like people. There's plenty of people. Listen, they have their own. They have their own campaign against Patricia Kubas. There is a campaign against Patricia Kubas, aka Patricia New York. There's a campaign. There's a campaign headquarters. What can I say? Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Like I said, the moon is never going to pass the sun. The moon is never going to pass the sun because when you're right and you're correct, you will always shine. For the people who the dust particles that try to pass you, you know, you never pass the sun. You never pass the sun. No, no, not throwing no roses at my feet or no metal ornaments on my lapel. But you know, I know how to get stuff done. I know how to take care of myself, and I've been very helpful to plenty of people, people I don't even know, So, women, try not to become Edith. You can play the role of Edith. Okay, Archie, anything you want, Archie. Or you could become like Peg Bundy. Ow! Smoking a cigarette, popping into frozen TV dinner. Oh, that's disgusting. On a different subject of food and nutrition, let me tell you something. We have the highest amount of highest level of diabetes, the highest level of IBS. I don't know if I could say that. Irritable trowel, but it starts with a B. I don't know if I could say that. All right, syndrome. The highest rates of depression. Okay. Start researching your food. Start researching your food. If if you're eating anything packaged, do you know the amount of sodium content in that packaging? Number one, the amount of sodium, the amount of preservatives in that. People, we got to get back, in order to maintain health, you got to get back to basics. You got to get back to basics. And if you're taking any type of anti-blank essence, start using vitamins. I used to take this stuff called, I don't know if I can say it, TR, it starts with a P, but I'm going to say TR blank XIL. I stopped taking that. I had the prescriptions. I was saving them to do a medicine exchange, because that's something that should happen in all regions, because people are given medicine that doesn't work for them, and then you got to make a co-payment for that medicine. So now, what doesn't work for me can work for someone else. So now I don't take any of that. I just take my vitamins, and I'm like, listen, whatever's going to happen, keep rolling with this shit, because I'll be a duck and let it be like water roll off my ass. That's right. But vitamins, people. Vitamins, nutrition, healthy food, packaged food. Packaged food is packaged to decrease longevity. Look at it that way. Packaged food is packaged to decrease longevity, and that's the truth. That's 100%. So, I mean, take better care of your health. Take better care of your health. And for women, I'll say this. Now it's the summertime, not officially, but it's starting, the warm weather. Cover the F up. Cover the F up. What you got has been seen before. Okay? What your anatomy has been seen before. You're not showing anything new. It's just so distasteful to see that. Like, you see women, like, listen, if I came on here, and I'm built, I'm solid muscle. If I came on here and had low cut and had a midriff blouse on, and I pulled up my dress up to my hemorrhoids, I would get a lot of views. I really would. As an OG, I would get a lot of views, because this is our society. Just cover up. And stop wearing the freaking lampshades on your eyes, girls. Stop wearing the lampshades on your eyes. You want to increase your lashes? Apply castor oil. Apply castor oil. You know? And the same thing with the weaves. If you're wearing weaves, just you really try to stop that, because that's all. Even natural hair, you still have to apply that stuff with some type of a glue. You know, it's not going to stay on your scalp. Just take better care of yourself. Take better care of our health. Because all this stuff that's out here, they're just making pharmaceutical companies richer. They really, really are. They really, really are. You know how many women I know that have had problems after having fake boobies? So many. They encapsulate, and now you have a foreign body in your body. So now, as life goes, you can develop these ailments and conditions that will be brought on by the food choices and by the environment, you know? So you gotta just, I don't know, I tell people just do less with more, work with what you have, you know, and also with those fillers. For women who are getting all that stuff in your mouth, that just destroys it. It's just bad. It's we live in a pretentious world. That's all. That's based upon on a plastic society, man. And also too, with your children, have your kids dress modestly, especially like for little girls and boys. Don't have the kids walking around with boom boom shorts on after they come from a gym game. A game. Have them cover up. In this world of AI, listen to what I'm saying carefully. In this world of AI, could you just imagine all the stuff that's out there using our images? Really, really think about that, people. Think about that. Take better care of your health. Take better care of, you know, you're in a bad situation. Try to coast along with it. Exit stage left as soon as you can, or make them exit stage left as soon as you can. See, here in my situation, early on, things got very, very sketchy and very unstable, because what happened was, after I found out about well, just one of the many lies, um, I had gotten a car loan, and my husband was driving the car. And now me, I'm so anal when it comes to my bills that, like, well, now I pay stuff online, but before paying stuff online, like me and my anal, it's not anal, it's like preparedness and military mindset. I would have stuff like, okay, this such and such is due, the check would be written, the postage would be on, and then I would put, that's how my mind works. I would put a tab on it to say, okay, this is due on the 1st. Okay, by the 28th, the 29th, by the 30th, it has to go out, because once it gets postmarked, then it's considered, it's legal tender. People don't know that. But then it will go to a P.O. box. But, so what he was doing, he was like sending out not like, he was sending out payments late. And I was like, no, you can't do that. That's on my credit. Don't tell me what to do. I'm like, no, come on. Listen, you have to do this. It has to be done before. Well, his response was, I'll do what the F I want. You don't like it. I'll take this car. I'll take this car and I'll blanket up in the house. I'll take the car and I'll blanket up inside the house. There's a 2-car garage here. And I was like, oh, okay. So then after that happened, then I went and got a PO against him. And then, well, the apology tour started. And then me with my Edith, oh, Archie, the thinking about love and thinking that, well, I'm going to have that happy ever after. Giving in, giving in, giving in. Once that boundary is crossed, it's very difficult to come back from that. It's very difficult to come back from that. So, you know, I pray for women that are in situations like that, and They'll stay the same. You understand me? They will stay the same. But anyway, I'll be back. I have stuff to do as always. I have to. Oh, I want to tell everybody something. For digestion, for digestion, buy tamarind. Buy the tamarind pods. I'm going to show you something. Hold on. Okay. Tamarind. See that? Tamarind. These are tamarind. See? Tamarind arija. Aria. Tamarind is high in fiber and polyphenols. And if you take about 2 of these pods, the whole thing, soak it in water, keep it in, leave it on your countertop, room temp, and then you strain it. It helps your digestion. It'll help you have a normal blank movement, and it's really good for you. And then with the pods, what you could do with the pods, I'll show you the pods, the seeds rather. Right here. You rinse these off and you could soak them in water and you could drink this. Also healthy and for your digestive tract. All stuff I used to try to teach my husband. My husband, he would have junk food at the job, smoke black and mild, drink like however many cups of coffee he would have. Then I always cooked. He would come home and have a big plate. I'm like, you didn't eat? A little something. I'm like, okay, well, maybe you should try to have a few small meals to help you. And then after he would eat, he would sit down and watch TV. I'm like, no, you have to get up. You have to get up. You have to move. Don't tell me what to do. Yeah. All right. Okay, Archie. I will tell you what to do, Archie. That's what happened the night that he passed early that morning. He was having chest pains, grabbed his chest. Oh, I'm like, let's go. I'm not going nowhere. So that's how life was. That's how life was. An hour later, how you feeling? You still got, let's go. I'm gonna call an ambulance. No, don't do that. Leave me alone. Okay. So after years and years of having someone totally shut you down, never listen to what you had to say, well, this is the end result. Horrible thing. May he rest in peace. Had he been honest and truthful with who he was, he'd still be here. But I can't undo that. I can't undo that. You know what I mean? Now it's a matter of getting stuff resolved via the courts and this clawback period. Because, well, it's all on my Facebook page. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unreal. Unreal. Everybody have a great day. Stay safe, stay well, stay hydrated. Always do the right thing by people. Don't lie to people. Right? Don't lie to people. Don't manipulate people. Right? Because when you do stuff like that, or if you come from a background like that, that's all you know. You don't know honesty. You don't know integrity. Because the people, your role models around you, have been lying to you, have been deceptive to you, to their spouse, to their family, for their own gain, for what they want. You know? And when you live like that, and that's what you see, then you become that. You understand? Like my mother always told me, don't ever lie to people. If you can't be honest, you don't be nothing. Don't lie to people. Be straight up, be honest. Because when you're a liar, and then you try to bring back your lie, they're gonna look at you like you just full of shit. That's how it goes. Anyway, I'll be back. Everybody have a great day. Stay safe, stay well, stay hydrated, and always do the right thing. Bye.